Nneka, your middle name is Stephanie, right?
Stefania.
Stefania, okay. Achapu.
Yes.
Did I see it correctly?
That is correct.
Awesome. And she's the founder and president of the United States Bilateral African Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I am the executive director of the U.S. Bilateral African Chamber of Commerce, USBACC. I founded the organization in 2010 along with Nkem Oji.
Oh, I know King.
Yes. He was co-founder of the organization.
Awesome.
And we've been working on establishing business relationships between the U.S. and Africa since 2010 here in the city of Houston.
I know y'all have brought so many dignitaries from Nigeria, from Kenya, from other parts of Africa to United States. Can you tell us a little bit more about USBACC?
Yes, absolutely. Our organization, which is based here in Houston, fosters a relationship between U.S. and Africa businesses, and we provide seminars, workshops, information sharing activities, and networking opportunities for people that are interested in doing business in Africa, and for Africans that are interested in coming to the United States and establish business relationships. Yes.
Awesome. I know personally, I know you, and I know you speak more than one languages.
Yes.
Language, rather. How many languages do you speak?
About 6.
6? Can you just tell us how many? Name those languages. I mean, that's impressive.
Well, I speak Italian, I speak Spanish, I speak Arabic, I speak a little bit of Hindi and Urdu. But I don't speak Igbo.
Unfortunately.
Very well. Unfortunately. Thank you for putting me on the spotlight. I lived in Italy for about 15 years.
Oh, wow.
Prior to coming here to the United States. So I spent a lot of time in Europe. And when I came here, it was very easy for me to pick up Spanish because of the population and the type of work that I was doing. So that's where my language skills come. And it's been very helpful. I mean, when we look at Africa, we always think about English as being the most wide-spoken language, but there are other languages too. Portuguese, spoken widely in Mozambique, in Tanzania, in Angola. Yeah. Spanish is actually spoken in Equatorial Guinea.
Oh wow! Okay.
It's their first language, and it has
a lot of.
Sorry?
I'm just learning that.
Oh, yes. Equatorial Guinea, which is very close to us, the national language is Spanish, and we have very good relationships with them in the oil and gas sector. So
beautiful.
Yes.
Tell me about this event you have coming up, if you have any. I'm sure you do. OTC is coming, of course. Mm-hmm. So I know you're a big player when it comes to that, because I've been following y'all for ever long now that I can remember. And I know during OTC you bring about, the good people, the information people need to establish here in the United States. Tell us a little bit more about the events coming up.
So on Wednesday, May 8th, we have our 8th annual OTC African Delegation Reception, which is an event that we cater to people that are attending the Offshore Technology Conference. As you know, is one of the largest oil and gas conferences.
It's one of the largest.
It is.
This is the energy capital of the world. We're in Houston. Come on, girls.
It is.
Talk about us.
Well, okay. It is the largest oil and gas convening in the United States, and it always has delegations from all over the world and delegations coming from Africa. In particular, this year, we have delegations coming from Nigeria, coming from Ghana, and coming from Mozambique and Angola. Those are the U.S. Commercial Service official escorted delegations that are going to be coming in. But there's also other organizations or other countries that are coming in a smaller scale. I believe Senegal, Mauritania, because there's been some recent developments in the oil and gas sector in those countries. So they are going to come in as well.
So if people want to take advantage of, having to sit with these delegates and hear them out and probably just get a one-on-one with them, networking event or whatnot, how can they be reached? How can they, get to buy tickets, or how can they get to be a part of this?
Well, definitely they can visit our website, which is www.usbacc.org, where we have information on the event itself. And also for tickets, they can visit usbaccotc2019.eventbrite.com. That's where the official registration is there. We are expecting people from the Department of Energy to speak about opportunities with the U.S. government in doing business in Africa, as it relates to energy services. And we're also expecting representation from the U.S. Commercial Services in Angola. We're expecting the commercial director to speak about opportunities there. There's also going to be some Nigerian companies and several other oil and gas themed discussions that are going to occur during that event. And also, we're going to partner up with one of the immigration law firms here in Houston to talk about investment opportunities for those in the oil and gas sector that are interested in investing here in the United States in order to expand their immigration portfolio. So those are all things that at the U.S. Bilateral African Chamber of Commerce we do. And we look forward to having people asking for information and joining us on Wednesday, May 8th.
So if people, so it's going to be on Wednesday, May 8th.
Yes.
Right. So if people, after hearing this on our channel, they feel like, okay, I want to be a part of the chamber, not just attending that event.
Yes.
What can they do to be a part of the chamber? Or is it limited to a certain demography or certain people? Status of people that can be a part of the chamber, or is it open to business people, students, and all those?
Absolutely. It is open to everyone who has an interest in doing business in Africa or with Africa. We have memberships available, and they're on different tiers. For students, we have opportunities for internships. So there's a wide things that people can do to get involved. And to request more information, you can email us at info@usbacc.org.
info@usbacc.org.
Yes.
O-R-G.
Yes.
Beautiful. So I just want to touch a little bit on this because I know you do a lot of stuff. This may be within the scope of USBACC or not. However, I would like to, because I know you have information regarding some of these people in recent times. I know it has to do with immigration, if I may say. And the time passed, I think it's about 2 weeks ago, there were some that were apprehended in the Dallas area of Texas. They were working illegally, a firm, I believe, with other people from other countries that are, supposedly not having the right documents to work in the United States. Are there ways, one of the organizations you work with can help these people that are apprehended to get a bail or get out of that situation? Just please, if there's any information whatsoever that you may have. Okay,
well, along with working at the U.S. Bilateral African Chamber of Commerce, I am also the political strategist for the ACLU, the American Civil Liberties Union, which is an organization committed to protecting the constitutional rights of all people here in the United States.
Oh, isn't that the organization that brought about 1,000 lawyers, that raised about 1,000 lawyers?
During the Muslim ban.
Yeah, during the Muslim ban. I was in chat that day that I saw it on the news. I was just like, yo, go people.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Awesome,
the ACLU.
awesome.
Yes, it's a great organization, and we do a lot of work. About 3 weeks ago, in North Allen, close to Dallas, there was an immigrant raid where 280 people were apprehended. Out of those 280 people, 50 were of Nigerian descent. Now, these people were working, as you said, without legal documentation and were taken into ICE custody and processed.
ICE being Immigration and Custom Enforcement.
Yes, that is correct. And because as a result of that, there's been some efforts by various organizations to assist these people in obtaining bond money. There is one organization in particular called Raices that is having this money available if anybody has been implicated in this incident, unfortunately. And we also provide information on knowing your rights when you're stopped by police enforcement. And I really look forward to going into the community and discussing, what is going on, the politics surrounding what the latest immigration policies are affecting, because it's now coming to a place where it's really getting into African communities. So I think it's very important to know what are the right things to do when stopped by a police officer in order not to,
and that we need as Africans.
Absolutely. And I am willing and excited to talk about it and see how we can, because in our communities when things like this happen, we don't talk about it. We we don't want anybody to know our status. Right. We don't want anybody to know our status, but there is something about not sharing information that is readily available to help someone. So I think that is very important, and as a community, we have to change that mentality.
And that's what we're here for at Afrocentric Television. And you've been a friend of ours for so long. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
And just to round up this segment, can you tell us once again how your organization, that is USBACC, can be reached via email, on your website, and if there's any phone number? Because a lot of times we feel like, as Africans, we believe in talking to people as opposed to just waiting on electronic response from, who we don't know is on the back end. Mm-hmm. So if you have any info to share with us for our teaming audience, please go ahead and share that with us.
Sure. Our website is www.usbacc.org. And our email address is info@usbacc.org. And you can reach us over the phone at 832-736-5545.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We hope this is going to be a very, very useful and helpful information for those of us that may know somebody out there that was one of the people that were apprehended. And also, if you're willing to do business in Africa and or with Africa, you have the info right there. It's going to be on our screen just so you can reach out to them, and they are more than willing to assist you and guide you in the right direction where you need to be. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for
having me. And until next time, guys, we'll see you, and we'll be right back.